Shalawam.
Shalawam.
It's the YAHAWAH.
AHTHA.
And we're in the GMS Germany camp.
That's right.
And first and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto YAHAWAH, HASHAM, YAHAWASHI, HASHAM, HARAWCHAA. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth.
That's right.
Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect 144,000 men pushing the truth in diligence and sincerity across the four winds. And Shalawam to any AHBANAWA out there listening and learning.
AHTHAM.
AHTHAM. So this lesson we're going to get into is pretty much just going to be called Busybodies Will Wander into Shame. Okay? And that means you're busy doing everything but this truth. When the Lord comes in his glory and he gives those righteous crowns unto the elect, you're going to be ashamed. Shame is going to cover you, you know? And you busy doing everything else but the truth. You know, when the Lord is giving you the most precious gift he can give any man, which is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of being an Israelite, of being a hopeful elect, of being in this truth in these last days, of being able to learn all the whole role, pretty much. Being able to learn the whole role through the great unicorn. And if you don't understand what that is, then you need to go study. You know, the great unicorn is the internet. You know, but you know, the Lord gave you this winning lottery ticket, you know, to cash in, and all you got to do is make it to cash it in, you know, to endure to the end, to be able to give that ticket back to the Lord. You know, and that ticket is this scriptures. That ticket is this wisdom and understanding. You know, but you're busy doing everything else but this truth. So you're going to wander into shame. You're going to be busy walking around into shame. Okay? So let's get into it.
Because the thing is, when you think of it, man, this is truly a blessing, man. This is a straight blessing from Yahawah, and you acting like it's nothing. You know, you take it for, what is it called?
Granted.
Granted, the water.
Man. That was the spirit. You take it for granted.
Because you take it for granted, man, because you don't work with it. You don't use it. Of course, you have times that you have to overcome, man. Your mind going to be somewhere else sometimes, you know. But mainly, we have to focus on Yahawah, man. You know, in every way.
And you acting like the Lord don't see all things. Get Proverbs 15:3 right quick. You know, because the Lord sees everything. The good and the bad. You know.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 15, and verse 3, and it says, "The eyes of Yahawah are in every place, beholding the evil and the good."
That's right. You know, so he's watching. He sees everything that you do, everything, you know, and it goes for even myself too. You know, when you being lackadaisy, you know, that means slothful. You know, the Lord sees those things, man. When you could have did a lesson, you know, when you could have used every moment that you had to try to do something to edify the body, the Lord sees those things. You know, but this lesson is going to be about those busybodies, man. The ones who are busy jumping on from page to page to page to page. You know, being busy watching HOI, watching IUIC, watching Sakari, watching GOCC, you know, ISUPK, and ain't doing nothing for yourself, man. Ain't doing no lessons. You running to and fro, and then got the nerve to make comments on people's pages, man.
That's right, man.
You know, where's your work at? Where's your fruits? You know.
Can I get a precept real quick?
Go ahead.
Get to it?
Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 15, man. So and it says 7:15. Beware of false prophets which come unto you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men get the grapes of thorns or figs of thistles, man? What is your fruits, man? Just your work. You know, so we're gonna see, because you have some Israelites, man, or supposed Israelites, some individuals, you know, commenting on some videos, man. You go on the page and there's no work there, man. Talking all about Israel. Hey, you so great, this and that third, man. But what value has this comment from a person that don't do the work? For what value has these words from a supposed nobody, man? You know, not from an ark, not from a righteous sister or something, you know? What value has that, man? I just want to bring it out. Like,
and with the ark, to add on to what the ark is saying, you know, you making a comment about, hey, this is a true king here, or you're a true warrior, but the scriptures say work out your own salvation.
That's right.
What are you doing for yourself to gain salvation, man? You know, you commenting on another man doing some work, and then jumping on the elder's page, then going to another man's page, then going to another, but you ain't doing nothing. You know? So this lesson is all about those busybodies, man.
Because you watch these videos just for entertainment.
A lot of Israel do that, man.
They don't, because this is why these like we talk sometimes about too, these camps making like crazy topics like, hey, blood split everywhere. And got like 70
clickbait.
It's clickbait straight up, 70,000 views, man. But a sincere video from a brother got no view, bro. Got 1 view, 2 views.
And those 2 were supposed to get it.
That's right, man.
Those are the ones that were supposed to get that edification, man. And that's how the Lord work.
That's right, man.
You know, the scriptures say the first shall be last and the last shall be first.
Man.
You know? But let's get into this. Get 2 Thessalonians 3:10.
2 Thessalonians 3:10. For even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat.
So, don't the scriptures say that the heathens are going to starve, but my servants shall eat? The heathens going to be thirsty, but my servants shall drink? You know, the heathens are going to need shelter, but my servants are going to be protected? Okay? So, the scriptures just said that if you don't do the work, you're not going to eat, man. And that's fitting. You're not doing anything, so what do you deserve? Right. What do you deserve? You all you're doing is making comments. And then don't even know the man that you're making comments on, the page about.
Man.
You know?
So like, I gotta preach it.
What were you about to say?
I just want to say like the Akiyak was that, man, because you see this man, but you see like the outward man. I say it like that, but you don't see the spiritual man inside of him what doing the work.
Man.
You know, you think only because some people out there so supposed prophesying, supposed preaching, doesn't mean that they're really preaching, man. Because not everybody takes it serious. Not everybody takes it really 100, man. They think this is a joke. They think this is a trend, man. And you're gonna see.
It's hot right now to be an Israelite.
Man, it's like a trend, man. Like to be an LGBTQP member, man. Goddamn abominations, man. So
but the thing about it is Israel loves to be entertained, man. They love to see a good show. You know, they love to see somebody out there by himself cutting down these heathens. You know, being bold as a lion. They're like, yeah, that's what we need. That's what we need to see. But many of you men that be commenting on these pages, you're not going to get salvation, man. You're not going to see the glory of YAHAWASHI. You're going to be some missile food, man.
That's right.
What you got?
I got this picture what you quoted, but we don't have to go into.
Go ahead, get the one I quoted.
Okay. This is Isaiah 65:13. Therefore, this saith Yahweh, power of Israel. Behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart.
You see? So that just goes to show you, man, that the Lord says, my servants shall eat. But if you don't do the work, if you're not a true servant of the Lord, by going out there prophesying, preaching, you know, studying to show thyself approved, you know, really wholeheartedly being in this truth and sincerity, you know, you're not going to eat. So let's go back to Thessalonians.
2 Thessalonians 3:11. For we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly, working not at all, but are busybodies.
Busybodies, working not at all.
Come.
So you busy doing everything else but the work.
Come, busy. Come, it's the truth, man. Come.
You know, and then sleeping peaceful at night. You know, not realizing that the Lord, the time, like you don't see that these prophecies are popping off.
Come.
You know, the world is in uproars right now, man. Every nation got something going on.
Come.
There's no peace right now.
Mm-hmm.
Though it seemed like it is, it's bubbling under the surface, man.
Good precept.
You know? Go ahead.
This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
And how does when a woman about to give birth, how does it happen? It just happens like that. From one moment to the next, she start having contractions.
She like, it's common.
Yeah, just out of the blue, they could be driving. Oh shit, the water break, and then they got contractions. That's how. Read it one more time, Ike.
So like in 1 Thessalonians 5:3. So like it, and it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child.
You see, it's gonna come right out of the blue.
Come.
It's gonna catch a lot of you busybodies sleeping.
Come. Let me go to verse 2, man.
Go ahead.
For yourself know perfectly that the day of Yahawah shall come as a thief in the night.
He shall come what?
As a thief in the night.
And a thief in the night. Does the thief announce when he's coming? Or does he wait till you sleep? Or you gone away from your house? Till you ain't paying attention. That's when the thief attacks.
Or you're drunken.
Or you drunk. Con. You know? You can be drunk off this Babylon juice.
That's right.
Not paying attention.
I got the definition of busy. It says, Old English, careful. What does it say? So like it.
Anxious.
Anxious. Continually employed or occupied.
Anxious is like.
They can't stop it. Like
can't sit still.
Kind of like a, what you call like a
crack addict.
drug addict.
Crack addict. Yeah,
man.
Crackhead.
This is basically your busybodies, man.
Or how when they have the withdrawals from the drugs. When, like they can't get no more Babylon juice. They start acting like they can't get no more entertainment. They started jumping from one page to the next page to the next page.
They can't.
You see what I'm saying?
They get no peace, man.
You know, like if the brothers from they can't find Christians get slaughtered, blood splattered everywhere, stabbed up. Edomites get told that they the devils. If they can't find no videos like that where they can see, oh man, damn, that dude, he killed him. They can't find that. They start jumping to other men's pages, man. Looking for entertainment.
Not for edification. Or exhortation, man.
Man. Busybodies. Go ahead, finish that.
So like and it says, and the other one says, so like prying, meddlesome.
Meddlesome. Always in something. Always into something.
Because when you break down this word busybodies, it means busy and body. You know.
Straight up, 2 words, man. You know.
Hey man, because you busybodies have to stop with this shit, man. Because you're acting like a woman.
Yeah, that's what a woman does. That's what women do. They busybodies. They can't sit still. They got to do something to entertain themselves. You know, instead of striving to mastery of these scriptures, or striving to make your election true, you busy worried about everything else but the scriptures. You know, let's get 1 Peter 4:15.
Book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, verse 15, and it says, but let none of you suffer a murderer or as a thief.
A murderer or as a thief,
or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other men's matters.
As a busybody in other men's matters. You know?
Man.
That's what women do. They're always in somebody gossiping. Did you hear about this? Oh man, did you know the this and the third? Oh, I heard this and this and this.
And then spreading lies and shit.
Don't even give the 100% story. You know, and then the next person he hear the story and he said, damn, that's effed up, man, that this happened. You know, when that's not even how it went down. But Read that last part again.
Salaki, can I read it all over again?
Yeah, go ahead.
But let none of you, Salaki, but let none of you suffer as a murderer, because it said before a murderer, Salaki, as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer, or as a busybody in other man's matters.
You see? Worried about what another man is doing.
Khan, what are you doing, man? You know, hey, is this Ark doing the work? Is he doing enough? Work out your own salvation, man.
Come, man.
We got a standard, man. If the Ark keeps the standard, it's okay.
Come.
You know, and if you have the spirit to be like, hey, Ark, you have to do more, then just say it.
Come.
If he writes Ark, man, he's gonna take it as a man and be like, okay, I have to maybe do more.
Because we know that all things come from the Lord.
Come, man. We just vessels chosen from YAHAWASHI, man.
Come.
We just chose vessels of YAHAWASHI.
Come.
That we're gonna see how he suffered, man.
Come. Come.
Come. So
ahead.
Verse 16. Yet if any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify the Most High on his behalf. On this behalf, Salaki. Verse 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High.
The time has come as what?
That the judgment must begin at the house of the Most High.
So the Lord is going to start with judgment in the house of Israel.
Come.
Okay? And he's going to start with the ones who was the least busy. I mean, the least fervent in this truth. That did the least work, man. I mean, I'm not speaking because I know it, but just look at it. You know? He's going to attack, he's going to go after the ones that ain't doing this work. You know? That aren't being sincere. That aren't being truthful. Like those pastors, busybodies, you know, the 2/3. Go ahead, all right?
It's Matthew 7 and let me go to 18. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Verse 19. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire.
Hewn down and cast into the fire.
Come.
So it's going to be a lot of trees cast into that fire, man.
Come.
2/3 of our people must go.
That's right.
And the Lord said he's going to start at our house first.
Come.
You know? Keep going on.
So like back to 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 17. If it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? And if the righteous scarcely be saved,
the righteous is going to scarcely be saved. So even the ones that are in this truth doing the work going to scarcely make it. Keep going.
Where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
See?
Come on, man.
The ungodly, the ones who don't have a spirit, the ones who are unspiritual, who are unclean, the beasts of the field, and the sinner, the men who know this truth and continue to sin.
God, willful sinners, man.
Because not everybody can sin. Only Israel can sin.
That's right.
Okay?
Come.
Let's get 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 13.
Come. Let's go with 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 13. And with all they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house, and not only idle, but tattlers, also and busybodies, speaking things which they ought not.
You see? Running your mouth. It's talking about things you shouldn't even be saying, man. As a man.
Come.
Go ahead.
So like it was
that was it?
Come.
So that's just a cut to the men who running their mouth, talking about all things except the truth, you know, gossiping, you know, and learning to be idle. You got this gift, you got this precious gem in your hands, and you standing there just like the parable of the 10 virgins.
Come, man.
You know,
and even when
or the 10 talents.
God, it's the spirit.
You know,
come, man.
The parable of the talents. That's what the Lord is talking about, man.
Come.
You know, you got a gift, and you're learning to be idle with it.
Come.
What's the scripture? What man lighteth a candle and hideth it under a bed?
It's Memphis too. Just let me just look it up real quick. So like it.
You know what I mean?
Come.
You know, the Lord has lit your fire, and you're gonna hide it under a bed. You're gonna put it where no man can see it. you're learning to be idle with the gift that the Lord has given you, He's gonna remove that candlestick from you, man. He's gonna take His spirit back from you.
No, Salaki, it's not this one. Salaki. This is here. I think this is Mark 4:21. And He said unto them, is a candle brought to be put under a bushel or under a bed, and not to be set on a candlestick? Can't.
You light a candles, you're gonna be put it on the bushes or under a bed where no man can see it.
I got an even better one.
Go ahead, Art.
This is Luke 8.
That's the one I wanted.
Luke 8, and let me go to 15. But that on the good ground are they which an honest and good heart, having heard the word, keep it and bring forth fruit with patience.
You see?
Verse 16. No man, when he has lighted a candle, covered it with a vessel, or put it under a bed,
That's the one.
but setteth it on a candlestick, that they which enter in may see the light.
See? You know, let your light shine before men.
Come, man.
You know, don't be busybodies in other men's matters.
Come, man.
Don't be busybodies doing all things except for the truth.
Come.
You know, let that light that the Lord gave you, nurture it, man. Feed it oil, man.
Come.
The oil is in these scriptures. Understanding, feed it, and let it shine forth.
Come.
You know,
or end up as the foolish virgins, man.
Come.
Because you had the light, but you didn't took oil with you, man.
There's gonna be a lot of men that in that day doing that, man.
They're gonna be like, I got it, man. I don't have to do it, man. I'm saved.
They're gonna be like, save us. They're gonna tell the elect, hey man, save us. And what they say? Go to the buyers and buy.
Come, man.
You know?
Can I read verse 17?
Go ahead.
Luke 8:17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad.
You see?
Hey, you're gonna be known, man. The busybodies, the 2/3 gonna be known, man.
Come.
Everything gonna be revealed, man.
Come.
Straight up.
Come.
You know?
All of the ones who are doing things in secrecy.
Come.
You know? All the ones who had the chance to do the work, but didn't. It's gonna be made manifest. It's gonna be known, man. We're gonna see who bowed it, and who's not.
Come.
You know?
You wanna go to this Matthew?
Come. What was that?
What it said with the 10 virgins.
Come. Let's go to that.
This is Matthew chapter 25, and let me go to verse 8. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are going out.
Come.
But the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you. But go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came. And they that were ready went in with him into the marriage, and the door was shut.
And the door was shut. And what did the Lord do to the ark? Noah's ark. He shut the door. That could not be open. So when the Lord shut this spiritual door on this one, you're not gonna get in, man. You're not gonna be able to. Hey, what about me? You're gonna be missile food, man. You're gonna be missile targets. You're gonna be stubble for the fire. Wood chips for that barbecue. You know? Straight up. And we know by reading the scriptures that the day of the Lord is going to be dark.
Joel 2.
You know, it's going to be a dark day that no man going to stand in it. So that light is going to shine. These things mean something, man.
You're going to be the light in this darkness, man. They're going to be like, this why do you think this woman, like it says in Isaiah 4:1, 7 women gonna take hold of one man, roughly paraphrasing, man. Because you shine as light, man. Because you got the light in this darkness, in this darkest hour, in this darkest day that is gonna come upon the world, man. You're gonna have the light, man. The elect gonna have the light. And you busybodies leave this light behind you, man. You're gonna be left behind, man.
So like straight like the ox said, man. straight.
Man.
And that oil is, that lamp needs oil, man.
So feed it, man.
That spirit, it needs oil. And how do you get oil? By gaining understanding, by being in these scriptures. You know, first and foremost, praying to the Most High.
That's right.
To give you the understanding, to give you that milk, to give you that honey, to give you that oil. You know, and then once He gives you the chance to learn and to understand and to hearken unto it, you know. And when I first came into this truth, man, I remember I would wake up in the morning and I would say to myself, whatever video that the Lord sends me, that's what I'm gonna watch. Whatever video I fall onto, that's what I was meant to watch. You know, regardless of what it was, I wrote down everything. You know, and that just goes to show you, that's how the Lord works. Take everything that He gives you, the good and the bad. You know,
learn from it, man. You know, walk your path, because we're all grown. We're all babes in the beginning, and you're gonna make mistakes, man. You're aware maybe a busybody. You know, where maybe too much other man's business and shit. But just stop it, man.
PlayStation too much. You know, watching whatchamacallit?
Highlights?
Nah. Football. The NFL. Salaki, I couldn't think of it. Looking at the NFL, looking at the NBA. You know, all of that shit is nothing, man. You know, I'm not saying cut it all out of your life completely, but that should be the least of your concerns. You know, just like the Elder Makama just made a video about how he overheard these two Edomite sluts their main concern was their Halloween costume this year. You know, the whole earth is going into fucking chaos, and they're worrying about Halloween costumes.
Man.
You know, but anyways, let's get back to it.
Verse 11. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, Verily, I say unto you, I know you not. Watch therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh.
You see, so no man knows that day. Just like we read earlier, it's going to come like a thief in the night. So you should be worrying about working on your own salvation. Stop being busybody doing everything else except for this truth. You know, be for YAHAWASHI. Take 2 steps towards Him, He's going to take 2 steps towards you.
Man. It's
you know?
True.
You know? Sacrifice some things for Him, and He's gonna give you everything you need. You know? What was that? Did we get to 1 Timothy 5 and 13?
No.
Let's get to that.
I can't read it. Like, we got it.
So let's go to 1 Thessalonians 4 and 11. Let's close it out.
It's the book of 1 Thessalonians 4 and 11. Salaki. Now the Most High Himself and our Salaki 4 and 11. Salaki. And that ye study to be quiet and to do your own business and to work with your own hands as we commanded you, that ye may walk honestly toward them that are without, and that ye may lack of nothing.
Read it one more time, all right?
1 Thessalonians 4 and 11. And that ye study to be quiet.
Study to be quiet. All right? Because what's the scripture say? A wise man, even a fool is deemed wise when he withholdeth his tongue, you know? You know, we don't got to get it right now, but what I'm saying is, you know, study, because when you study, what was that worldly saying, man? A man that knows a lot knows that he knows nothing. You know, when you know a lot, you know that there's shit that you don't know nothing, man.
It's the truth, man. Especially in the truth, man.
You know, a man that knows a lot knows that he knows nothing. You know, so study this for you to be silent, to be thankful, man, to be grateful. You know, and keep reading.
So like it, and to do your own business, and to work with your own hands, as we commanded you.
To do your own business and to work with your own hands. Make your own videos. Make your own edification to feed the body of Israel. To work out your own salvation. To hopefully gain mastery of these scriptures and to gain that seed of election. Because that's what this is all about. The elect. This is all about the elect, man. Because everything else is going to get fucking tore up, the elect and the 1/3. But everything else is going to be perished and put into captivity.
That's right.
And see utter fucking chaos and fire. So the things that we should worry about right now is how do we get that seat of election, man? How do we make it on those chariots in that day? By doing this work, by being fervent. You know, not worrying about other people's business, not commenting on fucking pages that we have no understanding of the men that are on these pages, man. Watch some videos from these men. You know,
like basically proof these men, man. You know,
and they don't, because they're searching for entertainment.
They're just like, oh, he alone. Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, this is crazy, man. I couldn't do that shit alone.
Yeah.
I can't do this shit at all. This is what they're doing. This is what they're saying. This is what I got in their mind, man.
God, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't stand out there, man, because you got that infamous spirit on you, man. The spirit of a warrior is not in you. You call another man a warrior, but you ain't being a warrior yourself. But my thing is, what does that gain? What is that? Where is what is in that? What is in it? Nothing.
Nothing. It's the truth, man. Because even like you, when you comment in the truth on some video, man, you just either have a question, or you push because you like uplift this brother because he edified you, because he made a power listen to the spirit, power, mercy, grace of YAHWAH, man. You know,
or you get motivation from an elder that he see you doing the work and he say, "Good job, man, keep pushing." Yo, that's like a motivation boost, man. You're like, what? Elder Makama saw my page, bro? Or Elder Tahar saw, Apostle Tahar saw my page? Elder Aramla, he commented on my page, bro? How fucking lucky am I? You know, to have these men look at my page and then say, hey, man, this man's doing a good job. You know? It's not about that, but it's a faith booster. It's a faith booster to know that when you're doing this work, the men who are supposed to see it are going to see it.
Man.
You know? Finish that off.
That you may walk honestly toward them that are without, and that ye may have lack of nothing.
So when you do your own business, you study to show thyself approved, you're not going to be wondering about books. You're not going to be wanting to go into books and then can't go into it. You know, you're going to actually sit down, study to show thyself approved. You know, pray, fast, and YAHAWAH RATAZAH, you bring out edification to the body of Israel, to seal the elect. Because this is all about the elect, man. This is it. You know? So with that,
go
ahead.
Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, it's like my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Because we're going to walk with our Aki, man, like we do to right now. We're going to do work together. We're going to have walks together. But at the end, you're going to be judged for your own things, man. For your own work, like it says in Ecclesiastes 12:14. You know? Or like it says in Matthew 12, roughly paraphrasing. Our words and our deeds going to be judged for us. Because I can't say, hey, Yaquab did all the work, you know. I was with him the whole time. He did the work. Or Akhaya, or Elder Apostle Tahar. You have to work out your own salvation, man.
I commented on his pages. I watched all his videos. I watched all his videos, man.
But you still, it's like you hid your kennel, man, under your bed. You still got the blood on your hand, man.
You buried that talent that the Lord gave you, man.
You're like, dang, oh shit, man, I have to hide it, shit.
I don't understand that, man.
Nah, man.
Especially when you're coming to the truth, you want everybody to know. You even have to learn that you can't tell everybody, man. You know, I can't tell everybody this truth. I had to learn that. I was so excited when I first came into this truth. I told everybody, Edomites, Chinese, Japanese, everybody. Did you know that they're Israelites and this, that, and the third, and this. And they were like, so?
They don't care, man.
What? Who cares?
And
I was like, what do you mean who cares? We've been lied to our whole life. So? And what you gonna do about it?
And because they love these lies, man. They're so drunken that they love this shit.
The Lord said it's like trying to wake a man out of his sleep. Hey, man, get up. You're like, man. What you want, man? What you want, man? Leave me alone.
Man.
You know?
It's true.
But Yahweh RATAZAH, this was edifying, man.
Come, man. Through the supreme power of mercy, grace of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahawashi, man.
Khan. We want to say, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi, by SHAMAR KADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone who taught us this truth.
Come.
Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect 144 men pushing this truth in diligence and sincerity across the four winds.
That's right, Shalawam, man.
And Shalawam to any AHBANAWA out there listening and learning.
Come, man. Now, RATAZAH, man, this lesson was edifying, exhorting, and uplifting.
Come, man.
You know?
Don't be a busybody in other men's matter, man.
Come. Stay humble.
In other men's matter. Stay humble.
Come.
Do the work. Study to show thyself approved.
Come.
And study to strive for mastery of these scriptures.
Come,
to make your election sure and true.
That's right.
So, Shalawam.
Well, Barak.
Shalawam.